Do you want to diving deep into the Wild West strange and historical photos? Then you are at the right channel. Welcome to the Timeless Frames channel. Let's start. The gunfight at the OK Corral, Arizona, 1881. The legendary gunfight at the OK Corral, a pivotal clash between lawmen and outlaws in Tombstone. It was a defining moment of the Wild West, showcasing the grit and determination of figures like Wyatt Earp and Doc Holliday. The shootout lasted only 30 seconds but became a cornerstone of Western folklore. Imagine the dust, chaos, and drama of that fateful day captured in a single frame. The hanging of Henry Plummer, Montana, 1864. Henry Plummer, a notorious outlaw and leader of a gang in Montana, faced justice in a dramatic public hanging. His execution marked the end of a reign of terror and was a turning point for law enforcement in the region. Plummer's story is a chilling reminder of the harsh realities of frontier justice. The photograph captures the tense atmosphere of his final moments under the judgmental gaze of the townsfolk. Nako-Aktok men in ceremonial dress with long beaks. Nako-Aktok men dressed in elaborate ceremonial attire with long beaks, showcasing the rich cultural traditions of the indigenous peoples of the Pacific Northwest. Their detailed costumes and masks represent spiritual and social significance within their communities. This photograph beautifully illustrates the craftsmanship and ceremonial pride of the Nako-Aktok people. The long beaks and intricate designs tell a story of deep cultural heritage and ceremonial importance. Kwakiutl Winter Ceremony with masked dancers and totem poles. The Kwakiutl Winter Ceremony depicted here is a vivid display of cultural rituals featuring masked dancers and totem poles. This ceremony is a cornerstone of Kwakiutl traditions, reflecting their mythology and societal values. The dancers' elaborate costumes and the towering totem poles highlight the community's artistic and spiritual expressions. Each element in this photograph tells a story of the Kwakiutl's deep connection to their history and environment. Prohibition agents destroy seized liquor in Hoboken. This shows agents pouring out barrels of seized alcohol, a dramatic act of defiance against the illegal booze trade. The destruction was not only a statement of law enforcement, but also a public spectacle. Imagine the waste of fine spirits and the fervor of the era captured in this single moment. The end of the Sundance Kid, Bolivia, 1908. Sundance Kid's final moments in Bolivia marks the end of an era for one of the most famous outlaws of the Wild West. His death brought an end to the legendary duo of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. This moment is a stark reminder of the life and times of these notorious figures. The image encapsulates the dramatic conclusion to a life of adventure and crime. A Bowery bootblack in New York City. A young bootblack in the Bowery district offers a glimpse into the daily hustle of turn-of-the-century New York City. Bootblacks, often young boys, provided essential services to the city's working class. The photograph captures a moment of quiet determination and hard work amid the bustling urban environment. It's a poignant reminder of the labor and life of those who kept the city's shoes shining. The scarred facade of 23 Wall Street after the bombing. The haunting image of 23 Wall Street's scarred facade after the 1920 bombing captures the devastation of one of the most infamous attacks in early 20th century America. The bombing was a stark symbol of the turbulence and violence of the era. The photo reveals the physical and emotional impact on the financial district and its inhabitants. It's a chilling reminder of the dangers and unrest that marked that period. Newsboys playing pool while waiting for papers, St. Louis, Missouri, 1910. Newsboys are seen playing pool while waiting for their newspapers, reflecting a moment of camaraderie and relaxation amidst their busy lives. These young boys were an integral part of early 20th century urban life, selling papers on street corners. The image captures a slice of their everyday life and the small joys they found in their demanding roles. It's a charming look at youthful energy and solidarity. The capture of Pearl Hart, Arizona, 1899. Pearl Hart, one of the few female outlaws of the Wild West, is captured in this dramatic photograph. Her daring stagecoach robbery and subsequent capture made her a legendary figure in Western lore. The photo captures the intense atmosphere of her arrest and the scrutiny of the lawmen who took her into custody. It's a thrilling snapshot of one woman's audacious challenge to the norms of her time. A hired reader reads to Cuban cigar makers in a factory, circa 1900 to 1910. A hired reader captivates Cuban cigar makers with stories in a factory, illustrating a unique cultural practice of the time. These readings provided entertainment and a sense of community among workers during long hours. The photograph highlights the importance of literature and storytelling in labor culture. It's a fascinating look at how workers found solace and inspiration in their daily lives. Kwakwaka potlatch with dancers and singers. The Kwakwaka potlatch is vividly depicted in this photograph, showcasing dancers and singers in traditional regalia. This ceremonial event was a significant cultural celebration, marked by performances, feasting, and the sharing of wealth. The photo captures the vibrancy and communal spirit of the potlatch, offering a window into Kwakwaka traditions. It's a stunning portrayal of cultural richness and social cohesion. Buffalo Bill Cody, performing in Wild West Show, 1885. Buffalo Bill Cody, a towering figure in Wild West entertainment, is captured in action during one of his famed shows. His performances popularized the myths of the Wild West and captivated audiences across America. The photograph showcases Cody's flair for dramatic storytelling and his role in shaping the image of the frontier. It's a lively glimpse into the world of Wild West spectacle and entertainment. The legacy of Eugen Sandow and the establishment of bodybuilding as a sport. Eugen Sandow, a pioneering figure in bodybuilding, is shown in this photo, showcasing his impressive physique. His efforts in popularizing bodybuilding helped establish it as a recognized sport and art form. The image highlights Sandow's influence on physical culture and his role in shaping fitness trends. It's a tribute to his legacy and the evolution of bodybuilding as a discipline. A horse and rider inside a saloon in Helena, Montana, circa 1890. A horse and rider inside a saloon, a testament to the unconventional aspects of frontier life. Such scenes were not uncommon in the rough and tumble environments of the Wild West. The image captures the blend of everyday life and extraordinary circumstances that defined the era. It's a fascinating snapshot of the wild and rugged lifestyle of the time. John Wesley Hardin, Texas gunslinger and lawyer, 1878. John Wesley Hardin, a notorious Texas gunslinger and lawyer, is captured in this photo, reflecting his dual life of violence and law. Hardin's reputation as a formidable gunslinger was matched by his surprising career in law. The photograph illustrates the complexity of his character and his impact on Texas history. It's a compelling glimpse into the life of one of the Wild West's most intriguing figures. The hanging of Curly Bill Brocious, Arizona, 1882. The hanging of Curly Bill Brocious, a feared outlaw, is captured in this dramatic image. His execution marked the end of a turbulent chapter in Arizona's criminal history. The photograph shows the somber mood of the event and the harsh realities of frontier justice. It's a stark reminder of the law's attempts to restore order in the Wild West. Newsboy asleep on stairs, Jersey City, New Jersey, 1912. A newsboy asleep on the stairs captures the exhaustion and resilience of these young workers. This photograph tells a story of long hours and hard work, reflecting the challenging conditions faced by newsboys of the era. The image is a touching reminder of their daily struggles and determination. It's a heartwarming look at the life of a young worker finding rest amidst the hustle and bustle of city life. Bill Pickett, performing bulldogging, stunt, Texas, 1905. Bill Pickett, a legendary cowboy and rodeo performer, is captured in mid-action during his famous bulldogging stunt. Pickett's skills and daring performances made him a celebrated figure in rodeo history. The photograph showcases his talent and the excitement of early rodeo sports. It's a thrilling snapshot of a man who pushed the limits of bravery and skill in the rodeo arena. The capture of the Sundance Kid and Butch Cassidy, Bolivia, 1908. The dramatic capture of Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid in Bolivia marks the end of an era for these infamous outlaws. Their capture ended a legendary crime spree and brought closure to their storied careers. The photograph captures the intense moment of their arrest and the end of their flight from justice. It's a significant chapter in the story of the Wild West's most notorious figures. The Bob Saloon in Miles City, Montana, circa 1880. The Bob Saloon, a lively establishment in Miles City, Montana, is captured in this vibrant photo from the 1880s. Saloon life was a central part of Wild West culture, providing a social hub for locals and travelers. The photograph illustrates the bustling atmosphere and character of these frontier gathering places. It's a colorful look at the social and cultural life of the Wild West. Charles Atlas advertising his dynamic tension system, 1920s. Charles Atlas, a pioneering bodybuilder and fitness guru, is featured in this promotional photo for his dynamic tension system. His innovative fitness program revolutionized exercise and bodybuilding in the 1920s. The image highlights Atlas's impressive physique and his influence on modern fitness. It's an inspiring look at the origins of personal training and bodybuilding. Prohibition-era policemen Moe Smith and Izzy Einstein. Moe Smith and Izzy Einstein, famous for their undercover work during Prohibition, are captured in this clever photo using disguises to infiltrate speakeasies. Their daring tactics were crucial in enforcing Prohibition laws and battling the illicit alcohol trade. The image highlights their innovative approach to law enforcement and the challenges of the era. It's a fascinating glimpse into the undercover operations of Prohibition agents. The Wounded Knee Massacre, South Dakota, 1890. The Wounded Knee Massacre, a tragic event in American history, is depicted in this somber photograph. The massacre marked a devastating end to the Indian Wars and had profound impacts on Native American communities. The image captures the aftermath and the gravity of the historical event. It's a poignant reminder of the struggles and injustices faced by Native Americans. Kwakiutl person wearing the Pequot mask. The man of the sea, the Pequot mask worn by a Kwakiutl person in this striking photo, represents the man of the sea, a key figure in Kwakiutl mythology. The mask's intricate design and symbolism reflect the spiritual and cultural significance of the sea in Kwakiutl culture. The photograph showcases the artistry and depth of Kwakiutl's ceremonial practices. It's a captivating look at the intersection of art, culture, and mythology. Newsboys smoking at Skeeter's Branch, St. Louis, Missouri, 1910. Newsboys smoking at Skeeter's Branch captures a moment of relaxation and camaraderie among these young workers. Despite their demanding jobs, these boys found moments of leisure and connection. The image reflects both the hard work and the small joys of their daily lives. It's an honest look at the life of newsboys in early 20th century America. Bill Doolin's gang in Guthrie, Oklahoma, 1895. This captures Bill Doolin's notorious gang in Guthrie, Oklahoma, showcasing their defiant stance against law enforcement. Known for their daring robberies and shootouts, Doolin's gang was a feared group of outlaws in the late 19th century. Their rebellious nature and criminal escapades made them legends of the Wild West. The photograph freezes a moment of their intense and often violent lives. The evolution of bodybuilding fashion and equipment. Here we see the evolution of bodybuilding fashion and equipment through the decades. From the early days of basic gym attire to the sophisticated gear used by modern bodybuilders, this image highlights the significant changes in fitness culture. It's fascinating to see how bodybuilding has transformed from a niche activity to a major sport with advanced equipment. This snapshot captures the essence of bodybuilding's journey over the years. The Daltons' Last Stand, Coffeyville, Kansas, 1892. The photo of the Daltons' last stand in Coffeyville, Kansas, reveals the dramatic end of the Dalton gang's criminal reign. In a fierce gunfight with lawmen, the Dalton brothers met their match, marking a pivotal moment in Wild West history. This photograph captures the intensity of their final stand and the law enforcement's determination to end their crime spree. It's a dramatic conclusion to the Dalton gang's notorious legacy. The gunfight at Frisco, New Mexico, 1884. The gunfight at Frisco in New Mexico, depicted in this photo, was a pivotal confrontation between lawmen and outlaws. This dramatic moment underscores the constant tension and violence of the Wild West. The photograph captures the raw intensity of the gunfight and the lawmen's resolve to bring order to the region. It's a thrilling snapshot of one of the many legendary clashes of the frontier. For today, these are enough. Hope you guys enjoyed it much and brainstormed these historical Wild West photos. Don't forget to subscribe and like the Timeless Frames channel. Goodbye!